things that are going on that he's got to really get into.
Drawn to the things that are a little more complicated to forecast.
Yeah,
We like a riddle to try to unravel, but we don't never want the consequences of storms. We just want some fall-like air, basically. That we don't have much of that in store for us the next several days. We do still have plenty of ragweed pollen in the air, and this count is not going to change much. A couple different things could affect this. One, some rain. Well, we don't have much of that until early next week at the earliest. Or frost, and we certainly don't have any of that in the forecast anytime soon, so just be ready to deal with those grass and ragweed pollen spores that are still in the air. Checking outside from the WeatherBug camera network this morning, skies are brightening across the mid-state, looking for some fog, but not seeing much of it around most of the mid-state. More likely to run into it outside of Metro Nashville, especially some valley locations around the mid-state. Skies brightening along the Tennessee River, not seeing any fog from this perspective in Clifton. Looking good from West Nashville right now. A couple of high clouds overhead, but those are not going to slow down the warm up at all. Pretty look towards the east, towards downtown Nashville right now. We're about 15 minutes away from sunrise at the moment. With no cloud cover overhead, obviously there are no showers or thunderstorms anywhere close to us. The nearest rain still in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. Still the remnants of Tropical Storm Julia hanging out along the east coast. Not a tropical system anymore, but still just a rainmaker for those folks. Not for us, though. We're in between systems, and that's where we're going to stay, likely through the weekend. Temperatures this morning, about where they were yesterday morning, mostly in the low 60s. A few spots dipping into the 50s, like Livingston, Cookeville, and Tullahoma, in the mid to upper 50s right now. Everybody else at or above 60 degrees, including 63 degrees so far in Nashville. Despite the comfortable start, we're going to heat up. 85 by noon, 90 for a high this afternoon. Compare that to the average high temperature of 81 degrees, and we are going to be substantially above normal, but not quite record setting. Today's record is 97, so that remains safe for another year. Not much change to the overall weather pattern for the next several days. We're just going to zoom through Saturday here on Futurecast. You see that rainy pattern for the East Coast gradually getting pushed farther and farther out into the Atlantic Ocean. Some unsettled weather in the upper Midwest is going to stay in the upper Midwest for the next couple of days. We're not alone in the hot weather pattern. The plains are dealing with it as well. In fact, they're even farther above normal in Kansas and Oklahoma. They're going to get relief a little earlier than we are, though. Looks like they're going to see a better chance of rain shaping up by the first half of the weekend. We aren't. There's a couple different ways this weather pattern goes as we head into next week. One of the longer range forecast models, the American model, pushes this unsettled weather pattern towards us already on Monday. I think that's too soon. The European forecast model, its simulation of our temperatures, doesn't change things a whole lot, even as we wind the clock quickly forward into early next week. That relief from the heat, from the humidity, still out to our west by Tuesday. It finally makes its way into the mid-state on Wednesday with a better chance of showers and thunderstorms. And we're not talking about frosty temperatures or anything like that, but more of a reasonable balance for late September between the coolest air to our north and the hottest air being pushed farther down to our south. We'll keep you posted. If it speeds up, great. Then we get to enjoy some fall-like air a little bit earlier, but I think we're going to have to just wait until about Wednesday or Thursday for that better chance of first rain and then the fall-like air. 92 Saturday and Sunday, going to feel more like 95 or 96 with an increasing level of humidity. So for the next several days, just be ready to deal with the heat.
Be ready. All right, 6